inflation is really hard these days. It's pretty hard to budget everything: groceries, bills, and other necessities. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Let me ask you a question. What are your solutions to adjust to this change? How about you, Mitch?
As for me, I try to set aside my wants and focus on what I need more since, just like what you've said, it's really hard to budget everything nowadays. So, yeah, I think that's how I cope with inflation, Lauren.
Focusing on needs instead of wants. That's a great solution. For us, we try to find other alternatives, like instead of using electricity and everything, we switch the lights to solar. Our household experience in switching to solar is really shocking. Our electric bill went from 10,000 to 6,000 monthly. Also, we don't have to worry about blackouts because we still have a source of light. Solar is a really good investment and it's a reliable source. Moving on, let's introduce our topic for today, which is SDG7, Affordable and Clean Energy. Its goal is to ensure an access to clean energy for the development of lifestyle. Let's meet our host for the day. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Mishael.
Hi, I'm Mika.
Hi guys, I'm Cassie.
Hello everyone, I am Hannah.
And I'm Clint. Hi everyone.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Our podcast will be talking about the inaccessibility and availability of solar energy, specifically in Mindanao. So, we all know solar is expensive.
Yes.
It is expensive and it's hard to find affordable solar power with good quality, and this would be further explained by Mishael.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. So before we proceed, let's tackle about the background of this issue, specifically the SDG7 and situation right now. So in global context, we all know that one difficult goal to attain is the availability of clean and affordable electricity. It cannot be fully realized due to a number of obstacles, and that includes global poverty. Therefore, because of the poverty, some regions still lack access to a modern energy source, specifically in sub-Saharan Africa, which is home to 600 million people, and India, which has 300 million people. Nonetheless, India pledged to prioritize using renewable energy sources, and there are also initiatives in Africa to use renewable to build mini grids. Not only do these nations experience issues with access to affordable and clean energy, guys.
Mish, are we also experiencing this in the Philippines?
Of course, Lauren, we are also experiencing this in the Philippines. So, energy equity is a major issue in the Philippines, where 10%, imagine guys, 10% of the population still doesn't have access to electricity, especially in rural areas. Sometimes I ask myself, how is that even possible? It's not even possible. But then I realized that it is possible, mainly because of the cost of using electricity and its unpredictability are the primary causes. The power system in the Philippines is dependent on imported coal and diesel, which drives up the cost of electricity in many ways. In addition to that, some regions of the nation continued to experience rotating power outages in 2021. I think it's not only 2021, but up until now, we are still experiencing this one. As a result, the cost of energy is expensive, and some individual or some households still lack access to it because of the poverty.
Mish, what is the situation in Mindanao?
Cassandra, we cannot deny that poverty is pervasive in Mindanao, and this makes the lack of access to power obvious here in Mindanao. And to reduce electricity bills, we should provide a more dependable access to our source of electricity and help Mindanao develop, as experts also contend that renewable energy sources should be used. And for us to fulfill future electricity demands, Mindanao's energy supply mix can be diversified with the help of renewable energy, specifically or notably solar panels. And as for the For us to deepen our understanding regarding the SDG7 and about our topic, Mika and Cass will discuss about it. Cassandra, Mika?
Thank you, Mish, and for everyone who is listening. Today, me and Mika will be discussing our SDG7, which aspires to give everyone access to modern, dependable, cheap energy. Energy is a crucial aspect of contemporary life and is necessary for environmental sustainability, economic prosperity, and human well-being. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, we agree with that one.
Thank you, Mish. Development of the human race and the economy is hampered by lack of access to energy sources and transformation systems. The environment offers a variety of renewable and non-renewable energy sources, including uranium, sun, wind, hydropower, geothermal, and biofuels. What about you guys? Do you or have you used at least one of the energy sources mentioned, like biofuels for cars? Clint, your family owns a car, right?
Yes, Cassandra, we do own a car.
You may or may not know this, but cars use biofuels. Thanks for that, Clint. Without further ado, let's continue. Global climate change consequences will result from increased fossil fuel use in the absence of mitigation measures for greenhouse gas emissions. Disaster risk reduction and climate change mitigation are both facilitated by the usage of renewable sources and energy efficiency. Ecosystem preservation and protection enable for the continued use and advancement of hydropower and bioenergy sources. Now, not everyone in the world has equal access to electricity. And as a privileged person, I have equal access to electricity. Others or many more people rely on traditional fuels like charcoal and firewood, which can be hazardous to their health and the environment, and millions of people lack access to electricity. I am thankful to be one of the people who has access to electricity, and I guess you guys also have the same privilege as I do. And by encouraging the use of sustainable energy sources and enhancing access to energy services, SDG7 aims to address this problem. To sum it all up, attaining SDG7 is a crucial first step toward a future that is more sustainable and just. To advance environmentally friendly energy practices, widen access to energy services, and safeguard the environment, we must cooperate. Let's now call on Mika to further explain the significance of our SDG.
Thank you, Cass. Now, let's start talking about the significance of SDG7. Access to adequate and reliable energy is crucial for a wide range of other sustainable development goals, such as poverty reduction, improvement in healthcare, education, or women's equality. Yet, there are still a lot of people in the world who do not have access to electricity and a much larger number that does not benefit from clean, sustainable energy sources. SDG7 must be accomplished in order to support environmental sustainability as well as economic progress and human well-being. Deforestation, air pollution, and climate change are all caused by the usage of conventional fuels like charcoal and firewood. Switching to environmentally friendly energy sources like hydropower, solar energy, and wind can help cut emissions. UNEP is crucial to achieving SDG7 by advocating policies and practices that favor renewable energy and energy efficiency. The association supports the development of renewable energy technologies and encourages the use of clean, sustainable energy sources. Additionally, the UNEP encourages the development of renewable energy projects all over the world and provides countries with technical assistance and capacity building to help them create sustainable energy policies and strategies. So, this is exactly why we should use sustainable energy. Do you get me, guys? Especially here in Mindanao, as the region's in a constant march towards innovation. There are so much things we could resolve by opening ourselves to big changes. So, about our advocacy, our topic, the inaccessibility and availability of solar energy in the houses of Mindanao, tackles the significance of this particular social problem. In a study conducted in October 2022, reveals that 69% of Mindanao's electricity mix comprises non-renewable sources, specifically coal and oil-based, comprising 51% and 18% respectively. Meanwhile, hydropower contributed only 26%, solar at 2%, geothermal at 2%, and biomass at 1% of the island's total capacity mix, despite the region's efforts to incorporate more sustainable energy in the past 7 years, as found in our drawn timeline. Alternating to renewable sources is significantly crucial as it would help fight against other social issues such as climate change and pollution.
Though households in Mindanao are yet to recognize the gravity of importance, this holds is not only is it cheaper than non-renewable sources, but also since it wouldn't jeopardize the energy needs or climate of future generations. Regarding this, we aim to advocate transitioning to sustainable energy as it would mean a brighter future for us, figuratively and literally. As the Philippines is a part of the tropical climate group, we identified solar energy to be the most accessible for the households of Mindanao. Moreover, it is becoming increasingly affordable as rooftop solar costs around 2 pesos per kilowatt hour without the financing expenses. Coal-fired power generation by comparison costs upwards of 3 to 5 pesos per kilowatt hour, and the true cost of imported diesel-fired power ranges from 50 to 28 pesos per kilowatt hour. So, Hannah, what are our recommendations?
These are some of our suggestions and recommendations that can support the development of clean, affordable energy and a more sustainable future. To help in achieving this goal, we can simply reduce our energy consumptions that at home through turning off the lights when we are leaving our house. We can also unplug our gadgets and electronics after using them. We can contribute to achieving clean and affordable energy by having solar in our homes, according to Holoka, a senior vice president of marketing, communications, and advocacy at the U.S. Green Building Council. By adding solar panels to your home, you can lessen global warming emissions and our reliance on fossil fuels. Coal and natural gas are two fossil fuels that are the primary sources of traditional power. When fossil fuels are used to create power, they release dangerous gases that are the main contributor to pollution and climate change on a worldwide scale. Fossil fuels are not only unsustainable for the environment, but they are a limited resource as well. As a result, the price is always shifting and has the potential to rise quickly. And guys, did you know that through solar, we can save money since it's inexpensive? According to Minos, a federal employee with the U.S. Department of Energy, going residential solar will save you money. Solar has the ability to greatly decrease your monthly energy cost, and given the continuing rise in utility cost, solar is expected to continue to be a good investment for years to come. And also guys, did you know that if there is an electrical failure, having your own solar power generator at home might provide you the freedom to keep the lights on all day? Solar energy systems with battery storage, often known as solar plus storage systems, may generate electricity regardless of the time of the day or the weather without the need for backup power from the electricity supply. I personally think that I can benefit from having solar at home since this would help me a lot in terms of saving financially. In addition, I also think that the government should take immediate action to lessen our dependence on fossil fuels. Government can play a significant role in promoting clean energy by offering financial support for renewable energy costs, funding the research and development of new technologies, and establishing laws that encourage organizations and people to use clean energy practices. And lastly, I believe that being an advocate can support clean and affordable energy. We live in the 21st century today and everyone has social media. Why not use our social media accounts to spread public awareness and do campaigns? This strategy can approach millions of people and can inspire them to take actions. Citizens, as well as governments, must cooperate to fund the development of renewable energy sources and also promote energy conservation through public awareness campaigns. These actions and recommendations might be able to save our world, which would be good for us humans as well as for the future generations. And to wrap it all up, it will be discussed by Clint Jacob Huyo.
So, to end this podcast, the aspiration to provide modern, dependable, and affordable solar energy to everyone is a very critical goal that can transform the energy landscape of our world. Solar energy is one of the most abundant and very sustainable energy sources available, and it has the potential to meet a significant portion of the world's energy needs. So, you see, solar is very important for us because it really is something else. By increasing access to solar energy, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigate the harmful effects of climate change. However, achieving universal access to solar energy will require significant investment, innovation, and collaboration from all stakeholders. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in driving the adoption of solar energy. Policymakers can create supportive regulatory frameworks and invest in solar energy technologies, making them more efficient and affordable. Individuals can make their homes and businesses more energy efficient and adopt solar energy solutions. Finally, the objective to give everyone access to modern, dependable, and affordable solar energy is not just a matter of environmental sustainability, but also a social justice. Access to energy is a fundamental human right, and yet millions of people around the world lack access to electricity. So, solar energy can help bridge the gap and bring clean and reliable power to communities that have been traditionally underserved by traditional energy systems. By working together to increase access to solar energy, we can create a more equitable and sustainable world for all.
So I guess that's it. If you guys have questions about what we tackled today, don't hesitate to email us. We'll provide it on the next slide. So remember, guys, in our hands lies the light of the world. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.